When the invitation arrived, it was addressed to Earth, provisional, as if humanity were a footnote someone might forget to cite. It shimmered in a dozen colors, translating itself as Alex Reyes read it. The galactic confluence invites you to compete. Compete in what? Alex asked the empty kitchen. The answer followed, polite and massive, the 9th Confluence Games. Equivalent to your Olympics. Alex laughed, because laughter is what humans do when they are scared and thrilled at the same time. 3 months later, he stood beneath the impossible ceiling of the Arena of Rings. A human speck among species whose home worlds had different gravities, chemistries, and ideas of what athlete meant. The announcer, a floating polyhedron that chimed as it spoke, introduced him last. Representing Sol 3, it said, with the careful cadence reserved for curiosities, the human. A ripple of murmurs followed. Humans, after all, were new. Fragile. No carapaces. No exoskeletons. No redundant organs. The betting markets adjusted downward. Alex rolled his shoulders and tried not to think about that. Event 1, the Gravitas Run. The track was a ring that could dial its gravity up and down in sections, punishing competitors who couldn't adapt. The favorites were the Threxians, muscle-bound, four-legged, born on a planet that crushed mountains into plateaus. When the horn sounded, Alex launched forward with everyone else. The first section slammed gravity to 3 times standard. Runners stumbled. A Threxian surged ahead, legs pistoning. Alex shortened his stride. He'd trained for this in a centrifuge that screamed like a dying jet engine. He breathed out, leaned in, and kept moving. The second section dropped gravity to near zero. Bodies went flying. The Threxian overshot, spinning. Alex tapped the rail, old parkour reflex, and corrected, pushing off with a gentle precision that made it look like he belonged there. By the final section, gravity oscillated unpredictably. Competitors slowed, calculating. Alex didn't calculate. He felt. He adjusted on instinct honed by stairs, hills, injuries, and getting back up again. He crossed the line third. The polyhedron announcer chimed, surprised enough that its facets flashed off pattern. Human competitor Reyes, podium finish. The murmurs became a buzz. Between events, an insectoid athlete clicked its mandibles at Alex. Your species is adaptable. We trip a lot, Alex said. Learn fast. Event 2, the void dive. This one scared him. The platform hung over a chamber that simulated open space. Competitors had to retrieve a beacon from a spinning field of debris and return, no thrusters, no tethers. Just body control. Species with wings or gas sacs had the advantage. Species with magnetized limbs laughed. Alex swallowed. When his turn came, he stepped off and fell into nothing. The silence was absolute. His breath sounded too loud in his helmet. He tucked, twisted, and extended, using tiny movements to change his spin. Earth-trained divers had taught him that water lies, space tells the truth. A shard clipped his boot. He corrected. Another competitor flailed past, wings useless without air. Alex reached the beacon, slapped the return rune, and kicked, hard, then softer, bleeding momentum like a secret. The return window was closing. He thought of swimming laps as a kid, counting tiles, lungs burning, and he relaxed into the effort. He drifted through the gate with seconds to spare. He finished 5th. The buzz became a roar. By the 3rd day, the betting markets were confused. Commentators spoke of human resilience and unexpected cross-environment competence. Alex tried not to think about Earth watching. Event 3, the resonant throw. This was the one no one expected him to survive. Competitors hurled an object that responded to harmonic frequencies. Strength helped. So did specialized anatomy. The goal wasn't distance alone, it was stability. A bad throw shattered the object. A worse one shattered you. Alex lifted the resonant core. It hummed, a low note he felt in his teeth. He remembered guitar strings. Remembered that everything has a pitch. When his turn came, he didn't throw immediately. He closed his eyes. The crowd quieted, curious. He adjusted his grip until the hum smoothed. Then he moved, not explosively, but fluidly, letting the resonance build, matching it, guiding it. The core left his hand singing. It didn't shatter. It didn't wobble. It flew, clean and true, farther than anyone expected, landing with a note that rang like a bell struck just right. Silence. Then the arena erupted. The polyhedron announcer took a full second before speaking. Human competitor Reyes, second place. Alex sat down hard, laughing, tears floating inside his helmet. At the closing ceremony, medals glittered across a spectrum of anatomies. Alex's, 2 of them, felt heavy around his neck. A Threxian approached and bowed its massive head. "Your kind is underestimated," it rumbled. Alex shrugged. "So are we." Constantly. When he returned to Earth, the invitation system updated its address. Earth, confirmed. And somewhere out there, across a galaxy that had learned something new, training regimens changed. Because a human had shown up, tripped a little, adapted fast, and proved that being fragile doesn't mean being weak. It just means you learn how to keep going.